In your life, you have to sometimes take step back. Take step back and say, man, what happened? That happened. If I'm failed in life, that's not a bad thing. I made bad decision, that is not a bad thing. Let me restart again. So, how many people will make promise that they'll restart from today again? Please raise your hand. So, inshallah, from today, we are changing our mindset. What we have to do, we have to restart our life. What failure happened, that is past. Don't think about them. But let's start from now. Think with that I have to make a company better than Steve Jobs, inshallah. That is a mindset. Yes, Tarish.
Okay, thank you so much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And to continue what Sheikh Jamil is saying, let's actually do an emotional reset, like mindset change. Now, we're gonna also talk about mindset later in later programs, but now I want you to work with me here, please, personally. Now, I told you before, when you do role play things or you think it, you imagine it, it's so much more effective than having to recite and recite and recite. So imagine yourself in this, okay, sisters? Please pay attention, and brothers, please pay attention. Emotional reset. So I want you to imagine this situation. Okay, I want you to pick your favorite brand. Everybody has a favorite brand that they like, right? Whether it's a car or makeup or jewelry, whatever it is. Imagine your favorite brand, okay? That's the brand that you love, that you like. You said, man, this is the beautiful brand, okay? Imagine, everybody has it. Everybody thinking of the brand they like. You understand what I'm saying? One brand, right? Car, Mercedes, whatever. I like Mercedes. So imagine that company that you like, they hired you 200 million a year salary. 200 million a year salary. Not only that, on top of that, they give you a 200 million a year budget. Okay? Are you guys working with me here? Mm-hmm. Okay, so Mercedes for me, Mercedes said, Danish, we want you to be our ambassador. You have Mercedes, we like you. We give you $200 million salary and a $200 million budget. All you have to do is go and tell people about the product brand that you like. Okay, you guys are with me? So tell me, how would you feel? How do you feel right now if that offer came to you? How would you feel? Would you feel good? Right?
No.
Okay, so you're in your brand and you're talking to somebody. You're talking to a brother about the brand. I'm going to talk about Mercedes, okay? I'm driving Mercedes, brother. I'm going to take you, let me fly you to Germany. I'm going to put you in a 5-star resort, right? Come with me. He says, I don't like Mercedes, I like BMW.
There we go.
What do you think I'll feel? Am I going to get upset?
Yes.
If he yells at me? I'm making $200 million a year. I have a $200 million budget, and this guy is yelling at me. Am I going to care? Are you going to care? Would you care? You wouldn't care. Somebody's yelling at you, you have $2 million, you say, okay, he doesn't want, I'm going to go to the next guy, I'm going to sell a Mercedes, so it's good. Whatever your brand is, you're going to go to the next guy. Somebody kicks my Mercedes, I'll just go buy another one. I have $200 million a year budget. I have $200 million a year salary. So he can, nice suit, $5,000 suit, he can rip it, throw it, I don't care, right? Your mentality is different. You understand what I'm saying? Are you guys visualizing this? Sisters, you understand what I'm saying, right? Somebody comes to you, you're trying to sell them, tell them about, hey, this product is so good, and they say, oh man, I don't like your product. Okay, that's fine, I'll go to the next person. I have a $200 million budget. I was going to fly you to Florida. I was going to fly you here and there and take you to the factory and do all this nice stuff, but you don't care. It doesn't bother me. I have an unlimited supply of the brand I love, the thing I love. Are you guys with me here? Do you guys get the concept I'm trying to say? So what is your emotional feeling at this point in time?
Make more easy. You guys are going now today very theoretical, so I'll make easy way, okay? So example basically, if you are a king, easy, okay? If you are a king and everything is in your control. Like you order, people are executed, you have money wherever you spend, and one day you plan that, man, I want to change my costume and I want to go in street and see what's happening in the street. And then there are two guys, bad guys, what they did, they found you, they were bad guys, I'm saying, and they slapped you. What will you do?
Nothing.
Because you are a king already. Or somebody offer you, okay, here's $100. Here's $100 as a basically somebody give you $100. You take that $100. No, you are already rich. Go back at time of Hazrat Umar Farooq Radhiyallahu Ta'ala anhu, what he used to do. At night he used to change his dress and used to walk in the streets. That's what that mindset. So Danish is telling you that if Mercedes gives you 200 million, now you have a lot of money. And they just tell you, Danish, what you have to do, you have to present us as a brand. Just talk positive about us. What you have to do? Just talk positive. You just have to talk positive. If somebody come to you and start shouting at you, Murphy is a bad, you just leave them. You just ignore them. Danish will just ignore them and walk away and say, okay, I have a 200 million. Let this guy should do that. What is wrong with that? Am I right?
Yes.
So
Okay. Thank you, Sheikh Jamil. Thank you. It's all right. We need to
Yes, yes.
communicate. I'm not getting too much feedback here, so apologize. Okay, so you guys get that point. Now, I want you to remember this emotion. Remember this emotion. You're a king. Nothing bothers you. You're a king. Yeah. Who knows? Somebody cuts me off. Somebody does that. Whatever. They serve me bad food at the restaurant. Whatever. I'll buy the restaurant. We get it better. Right? You understand the mentality? You understand this emotion? Remember this emotion. Feel this emotion. Like, be this emotion. Remember this feeling that you
I
have.
want to share a story. Yes. Yes. Beautiful story. My wife is with me. So we were acquiring one hotel. Remember that? Okay. So we were acquiring the hotel, and in the hotel we went on the front desk. And you know, you go in this shape. And whenever I acquire hotel, I don't tell people that I'm the owner and this is that. So we were acquiring the hotel. We went there, and they were racist. Racist, you can call it racist, okay? And when I call racist, basically keep in mind there are three definitions of racist. So we always, when racist word come, we remember white people. That's not the case, okay? So he was a black African American guy, and that African American guy, he was a very tough guy, okay? And he said, this Indian, he came here because they don't know much about Pakistan, and then he gave me the worst room. Remember, kids? Okay, so we booked that suite, and he gave the worst suite. Literally, there were bugs. It was terrible. Okay, and I came to him and said, sir, please can you change? Like very respectfully, sir, this room is bad. He gave me the more worst of that. Okay, he gave me more worst of that. I said, wow, man, this does not make sense. You are buying a Mr. Marriott hotel, and they have two specific rooms only for that type of people.
Wow.
So, I should start fighting? I said, wait a minute. Inshallah, I'll take care about you. Okay? This is the mindset change. When you have power, but Allah make you as Khalifa. You are subordinate of Allah. Just first thing, feel yourself, you are not a weak person. You are special. That is what Danish. Remember this emotion. Keep in mind. So feel you are a king. Start from here. Reset the button. You are a successful person. What people are saying, that should not bother you. That should not disturb you. Start from you. That I am a winner. Please.
Fearless.
Yes, fearless.
Exactly. Fearless. Fearless. Sheikh Jamil said, fearless mindset. You have everything. Oh, let's give you that, right? And remember your interaction and attitude. How do you go? You're confident. You're confident not to overpower people with injustice, but you're confident, like Sheikh Jamil said, I want justice. Not because I'm powerful, I can do better than you, I want to beat you up and make you be my slave. No, justice. You're confident about justice, you're willing to stand up fearlessly for justice, right? For Allah's justice, for the right justice. Okay? Now, remember last time what we talked about? You had $1 million, right? Your body, how much is who wants to cut off their hands? I'll give you $1 million. You're gonna cut off your hands? Who wants to give me their eyes? So you already have that wealth Allah gave you. You're already a king. Like Sheikh Jamil saying, you have that kingdom. Family, friends. Who wants to sell their kids? Who wants to give me their kids? Who wants to sacrifice their wife, husband? Right? No, you already have that wealth too. So you should feel that mindset, right? And now the emotional wealth, right? This is the thing, the emotion. You control your emotions, right? This is a wealth too. It's the same way you can use your body for good, confidence to gain the afterlife, the same way you could use your friends and family and make your house a peace, like Sheikh was saying, make your family a home, a prayer place, make your business a place of prayer. The same way, emotionally, you can make it peaceful, right? Make it peaceful. So this is the thing. And Sheikh said, what is emotional intelligence? Being emotionally present. Okay, now I'm getting into a little bit more deeper. Now, the concept everybody's heard, yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, and today's a gift. That's why they call it the present. Very good. So when we live in the future, we live in fear, right? We live in the past, we live in grief. Oh man, I should have done this, should have done that. Fear. So you have to be emotionally present. Now, how are we emotionally present? Quran says. Right? No fear will there be concerning them, nor will they grieve. No fear for the future and no grief for the past. You guys have all heard this in the Quran, right? Exactly. This is all the different ayahs that it's mentioned. What do you have to do? Follow my guidance. Believe in Allah last day and does righteousness. Do righteousness. Submit himself to Allah. Who spend their wealth in the way of Allah. Who spend their wealth by day and night, secretly and public, will have the war with their Lord. Rejoicing in what Allah has given them. Whoever believes and reforms. Who fears and Allah and reforms. What is this reform? Reset. Emotional reset. Mind reset. That's what we're trying to teach here. Reform, right? This is the reform. Be an ally of Allah. I'm doing everything for Allah. Allah is our Lord and remain steadfast. Constantly be good. Constantly reset to that feeling that this body is priceless. My emotions are priceless. My soul is priceless. And this is the imana that I have to learn and be a servant of Allah, right? Right belief, right action, right attachment. We get emotional unity. This is going to tell you. So this is that. Okay?
So I want to add a little bit on that. Okay? So one thing, you all heard one word Sai-Bihal. Because in Urdu we call it basically Sai-Bihal. The awliya Allah, the friend of Allah, they have one thing, one word is being used a lot that is known as Sahibe Hal. What that means? They are people of present. They are people of present. They live in present. Now I have an exercise, small exercise. That exercise, please smile. Everybody smile. I need good smile. Your face should be bright with full smile. Yes, I'm saying, Zahid, you are not smiling. Yes, that's it. Smile, okay? No think negative while you are smiling. Think about past while you are smiling.
MashaAllah.
Think about past while you are smiling. Think about future while you are smiling. No, keep smiling. That is the important thing. Yes. So the moment you start smiling, you become Sai-Bihal. One practical example. If somebody is fighting with you, what you have to do?
Smile.
Smile. Easy way. Yes, continue.
Yes. And that ties into, remember the emotional reset. We're kings, right? We're representatives of Allah on this universe, in this world, right? So that's the mentality, that's the attitude. So now we talk about security. You have to be emotionally secure, right? We wiggle, and wobble, right? So we have to be emotionally secure too. So now we all have this love and this heart, but which direction is this heart pointing? Now, to the dunya, right? Because we love the dunya, right? So we get stuck with the dunya. We get attached to the dunya. But which way should our heart be pointing? With Allah. Okay? Now, Islam already addresses this issue of being tied to the dunya or being tied to Allah and loving the dunya because of Allah. It's already addressed this. How has it addressed it? Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Now, yeah, there's a lot of deep psychology in this. But as opposed to modern psychology, American modern psychology, this flips it over the head. Okay? Indeed, we belong to Allah. Indeed, to Him we return. We belong to Allah. He's the owner, right? Now, what happens in business a lot of times, or when we have tragic challenges in our life that are very, very, I'm not talking about small things, I'm talking about big things, right? We get bitter. Now, this is not being upset. This is, man, I lost my whole business. I lost the big thing. I lost something very, very valuable. We get bitter, okay? And this is a very dangerous thing because then we start questioning, kind of questioning the meaning of life. What's the point? I did all this hard work. I lost this. I had this great relationship. I lost the relationship. Whatever it is, we lost. We start questioning meaning. And Islam says, no. We belong to Allah, and to Him we will return, right? This should not have happened. The bitterness, three things. This should not have happened. I was entitled to this. I deserve this. I worked so hard. I should get it. I'm like this. I should get it. And there's no compensating justice. I want justice in this world. This has to be. No. Right? Do the best you can. But really, we return to Allah. And Allah restores cosmic justice and returns. There's no fair loss. There will be a judgment day. There will be compensation. There will be the scale, the balance. Right? There's ultimate justice. And it removes entitlement. Man, it all belongs to Allah. We belong to Allah. Allah created us. We belong to Allah. Right? So bitterness has no foundation. No meaning collapse. Why is this happen? Why Allah? This doesn't happen. Islam stops it. And it's reorienting the heart to Allah, not the circumstance. Right? So this is what Shaykh is saying. You feel this because of the circumstance. What is the ultimate circumstance we talked about when we did the reset? That we have a priceless body, we have a priceless heart, we have a priceless soul, and we have priceless emotion that, like Shaykh said, we can use those emotions to understand other people and help them to get their heart from pointing down in the dunya and what I have and what have I lost to, mashallah, shukr Allah, what I have, right? This is the idea. So this is Islam addresses it in both ways, right? No fear, no grief. And it's from Allah and to Allah return, and that's the ultimate justice, right? And that's exactly what Shaykh Jamil is saying. Okay, now the one word I said, today is what?
Saturday.
Saturday. There's a logical people. Today's Saturday. Today's the present, but it's a present. So now we have a present that we should see. What you said, Sheikh Jamil said, we're king. So what is a king? Does he take from everybody? No, we are givers. So when you give, what is that? That's a present. That's a present to get people rid of their fear, get rid of their grief. How? Man, don't look at the dunya, look at Allah. Right? This is the present we give to people. This is the main thing. We give this present. Now I really like this slide because it kind of summarizes the power of connection. Okay? So we're all on this boat, we're all on this ship, and we're heading to Allah, right? That's our goal. Jannat, Allah, be close to Allah, be close to the Prophet. I am my own ship, and then on my ship I also have my family, so I have to take them. And what do I want? I want the ship to be peaceful. I want it to be like prayer, right? Make it like prayer. Make it a place of prayer. Make our ship a place of prayer, right? Through teamwork, through our target is the same. Through education, we learn. We have the Shaykh to give us guidance, right? But here's the thing. I need to get my ship right, so that when I meet other ships or other people, I call them and communicate them where we're going, how to get there. I'm not sending them in the wrong direction. I'm not bringing them into grief. I'm not putting them in fear. I'm not telling them to get stuck in the dunya, right? Because we're all going to the same place, and we have to respect each other in here as people, as businesses, as their family, as their lives, as also representatives of Allah in this world, right? And we want us to have a good journey, and we want everybody else to have a good journey. And this is the point of the Ummah. And this is what Sheikh Jamil is trying to do. Reset our understanding of our body, reset our understanding of our family and friends, reset our understanding of this emotion or this place where we start from. We are kings. We are Allah's representatives. So have that fearlessness, have the focus, right? Then whatever comes at you, man, you're always looking for out. Your direction is always there, right? Right? No fear, no grief, man. Be Allah's servant. I'm Allah's servant. What can you do to me? What can the world do to me if I'm Allah's servant? Allah's got my back, right? And I want to help you to get also on the same direction, the same journey, the same mission, right? Make your homes places of worship. This is the idea. And man, what is the point? How do we do that? What's the best way? We went over this last time, right? And Sheikh Jamil says it as well. Now when the Sheikh is there, when that water is flowing, it's coming from all the way, man, from Allah to the Rasul, all the way down through all the chains to someone who's given permission, right? To also give out that nur, that blessing, that faz, that peace, that love, right? And so we have to also have that zikr in our heart and look for that faz, look for that nur, so that we also can stay on this path, on the straight path to Allah, inshallah. And so with that,
So one point basically, Danish, that was, I think he just says that, easy ways, emotionally intelligent mean when you interact with anything that you want to keep next presentation or I should cover that?
You can cover it, it's fine.
So every day we are interacting with people. What is the difference between a believer and non-believer is when believer is interacting with this book, what he should do? Rip off the book. What he should do? He should leave the book in better form. Allah has given us the wealth, the health, the friend and family, whatever Allah has given you, you should, when you leave that, it should be in a better shape. When you meet somebody, because emotionally strong mean, when you are emotionally strong, what that means, basically, you are affecting people. When you are smiling, I just gave the example of smile. When you are smiling, then what effect is coming on people? They also start smiling. They also start becoming more and more nice. They also start becoming more and more good. So that is our main interaction. What lesson we are taking from today, inshallah, that when we go back, we have to become people of future or past? Present. Beautiful. MashaAllah, you are learning. Alhamdulillah. That's good sign. So we have to become people of present. That is our target. If you are not, that's okay. And how to remain present? There is one easy formula. Allah bizikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. That your heart is not beating, it's just not a pumping organ. What it's saying? It's saying Allah, Allah, Allah. If you start doing that, you become a man of present. You become emotionally strong. People shout at you, smile. And one practical example that just came in my mind. How much difficulties people put upon Holy Prophet Sallallahu. The people of Taif, what they did. So imagine our beloved Prophet Sallallahu, how much emotionally he is strong. Like the angel is coming, Ya Rasulullah, allow me to, I should destroy them. I should crush them. And how much emotionally he is strong? He is thinking positivity in future. But he's saying, don't. I have a belief that their generation will be on right path. Because when you become emotionally strong, the benefit of that is you think about future. You think about positivity. You don't spoil the relationship. So that is our lesson. Thank you very much, Danish. Now I want to invite Vakas. Mashallah, his topic is more like how we can legally prepare, how we can plan our taxes, how we can plan our corporations. Because the most important thing is when you become rich, you have to start learning the planning. So Vakas, thank you very much. Vakas came from New York, has mashallah 6 years of experience in this 6-7 years. Total how much experience?
So I have 15 years of
Mashallah,
experience.
beautiful. 15 years of financial.
Financial
So he's
experience.
sharing that 15 years of experience with you guys, so you guys can learn from him. Thank you, Vakas. Slideshow, click on slideshow. Keep setting up things. I can keep bothering basically, so that's okay. Go back again in the previous exercise. Okay, we learned one formula. Can anybody tell me what is the formula to be in present?
Smile.
Ibrahim, where is Ibrahim? I can see Ibrahim. Yes, sitting there. Yes, Ibrahim. What we should do to live in present? Play games. Or what we should do? Smile. Beautiful. Umar, what we should do to live in present or get married? Umar newly married basically. That's the reason basically. So yes. So Abdullah, what we should do?
Smile and zikr of Allah.
Smile and zikr of Allah. So two things. Smile only comes when Allah is happy with you. This is another important thing. Because smile is a blessing from Allah. And that comes when you remember Allah. That's an important thing. So that's ready guys? मेरा फोन घर रह गया मैं उनको छोड़ा हाँ I didn't know. Come, go ahead. Yes. Yes, we have a question answer session until they are doing. Yes.
So my friend have a relation with her missus for last 20 years. Whenever he tries to smile in front of her missus, she is more angry. What's the solution?
Mashallah, mashallah. This is beautiful question.
Very good question. Very good question.
Yes.
Because this formulas fail in front of the wife.
Yes. So there was one man. He was not a good guy. So finally he said, "Man, I have to make a tawbah and I start worshipping basically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more and more. So my wife can be impressed from me. So he became a good person." So what happened? Finally, when he started worshipping one day, his wife was talking to basically the other saheliya or friends. See, or I will not use that word. So by that way, that happened. Okay. So keep in mind, the best thing is we unfortunately in our culture, what has been taught that women are they are slaves. Unfortunately. And when you know that when slaves come in power, they make you slave. That's a practical example. So what you have to do, you have to change the mindset. They are our life partner. Just see the beautiful life of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That how it is a practice. So what we have to do, we should empower them and make them busy. Inshallah, when they are busy, alhamdulillah, no problem. Busy them. Okay, keep them busy. Okay, so that is the best solution. Inshallah. And then empower them. Thank you very much, Pastor. This is a difficult question. Don't ask that of Pastor. मैंने भी कहीं कोट पारी मैं इसको तो मैंने भी कोट पारी मैं क्या असला जिन्ना से
Okay. Thank you, Sheikh Sir, and thank you all for joining us today. Basically, my topic is basically for overview of business taxation. Last week we have again like a session for how we are creating different LLCs and different type of company structure. So today we will go basically what kind of tax returns every organizer or company we are forming, how they have to file these tax returns basically.
You have to ask them how many people have set up Waves app account.
Yes, so last homework was basically so you guys have to set up Waves account or the anybody has set up their Waves account or okay, that's it, that's it.
So we need Dr. Saab on the stage, please. Dr. Saab, share your experience. Yes. Yes, yes. That's the reason.
Okay.
जरा बोले वही कोडी खोले. Yes. See, nobody raised the hand.
How easy it was for you to open an account?
Yes.
Yeah, just give us.
It's very easy to set up the account, but I think to link with the bank, you have to be a paying member. So, but it's worth it. And every bit, every penny that you pay is worth it. Because anything, I think it's only 19 per month. But at the time, at the end of the year, if you have everything black and white, it helps a lot. Otherwise, you sit down with CPA, they're scratching their head, where's this $7,000 came, where did the $5,000 came? If you have that, everything will be there, and if you attach your bank account with it, so it keeps matching all the income and expenses are going to be at the end of the year. You will have a very good and solid foundation. And God forbid if you go through the audit, which everybody fears except Donald Trump, that yeah, he loved the audit. And because of that, he saved his taxes, he didn't show up to anybody. But if God forbid audit happens, you will come out as a winner. So something like that.
Yes, and one more thing I want to add basically for Waves app, there's a free version, but in that free version, what you guys have to do is basically manually import all your transactions. Basically, pull out from your account, and from CSVs you have to upload in your Waves app. And again, it's a one step thing. If somebody like to use free version, that's also there. But normally it's $20 per month. That's generally everybody can pay. So that's an expectation basically. And yeah, so we'll start with our today's session basically. So first thing is basically my background. Basically, as a Shiksa was telling, like I have 15 years of experience with working with different banks and financial institutes. And 5 years back, I started my tax company here in the United States, and since then I've been working with different clients and different firms. So yeah, that's a little background of myself. Parker's not here today, but yeah, he's also my colleague and.
You guys are planning one day he come and the other way.
So he's also financial.
He came back.
Yes. So,
Really?
yeah. So,
Yeah, Parker, come here. We need you here. Your presentation.
okay.
He's in the
He is here.
So for federal income tax.
I thought that they like that. Your family is here.
So for federal income tax. So what kind of taxes?
Go on the stage.
Yeah.
Salam.
I don't have basically. So for federal income tax, like for federal taxes, so what? So I just wanted to go what kind of what they do with our money basically. Today is a snow day basically, as you guys are aware. So all these roads are clean. Somebody's paying, somebody's cleaning, somebody's putting their trucks there, somebody's putting salt. All these kind of things, whichever they are facilitating us, they are doing. Nobody's paying them extra basically, but whatever we are paid in our taxes, so that taxes money is going on the roads basically.
Now, guys, if I can jump in real quick.
Yes.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, we all pay taxes. We want to be legally compliant with everything we do. You pay your income taxes with your job. This is the same thing. Doesn't have to be too complicated. It's nothing to be afraid of. IRS is not a bad word, okay? just make sure, like we talked about last class, you're tracking all of your business transactions from your business banking account. You got receipts. If you do that, everything will be okay. So just take it easy and make sure you're either working with a professional accountant like Lacoste. He can take you through all the details. He knows the ins and outs of everything. Or if you feel confident, you can just ask him for some advice, and you'll be able to do it yourself and save some money on taxes.
Okay. Yeah. So this federal tax, as I was telling you, like all these plannings and we do basically, and these are paid to IRS, and from IRS it goes to different agencies, and from there it flows. And the next thing is basically I want to talk about today is pass-through entities. Basically, what that means is basically whatever income you are doing, basically whatever income you are generating, that needs to be that's passed to your personal return basically, and your LLC or your S corp, it doesn't pay any taxes, and whatever you are generating, it passes through your personal return and it gets attached to that. So that's what does pass-through entity means. Okay. So
Vikas, if you can give as an analogy, as example. So what Vikas is mentioning, Vikas is saying, example, you have a LLC, your business name is Sarah Shop. Yes, Sarah Shop. Okay, yes. So that is Sarah Shop. Sarah is selling different product, and now the profit is coming. So Sarah Shop made $100,000 profit. Now one option is, if I'm right, please
yes.
correct me. So one option is she can pay the LLC can pay that taxes, or that $100,000 can come to Sarah, and when Sarah will file the taxes, then those taxes will be paid through Sarah. So then those entity will call pass-through entities.
Basically, whatever taxes they either they pay either they have to pay on the company level or it needs
At
to
the
come
personal
to
level, yes.
personal level. So sole proprietor and LLC. Yeah.
What if I have an expense before I start?
Yes, that can be entered before.
Yes, pass.
Before,
Yes,
yeah.
that also.
There are ways basically whatever during company creation you have to do backdated entries, and yeah, that can be put in your LLC basically before creating whatever expenses you are having, but that needs to be basically documented. Like you buy a laptop especially for company and those kind of a thing, then you start with planning, and when you create
How far back can I go?
not years, yeah, few weeks, yeah, few weeks gone.
Under 1 year.
Yeah.
That 1 year during your filing year, you
Yeah.
can go that.
So anything reasonable basically, but you cannot be planning for 5-10 years and
And then say
creating
that
an
no,
LLC, yeah,
I
so-
spent Dubai trip, so.
So yeah, so those kind of things. So basically, just wanted to go over what kind of returns are and what are the forms everybody needs to be aware of. Don't need to get scared of all these numbers. They basically, these are the numbers different IRS has given basically. So sole proprietor, when you are sole proprietor working as a small company or when you're starting your businesses, at that time normally every thing is reported on Schedule C basically, and Schedule C is kind of a form which has all the expenses and everything. And LLCs, when it comes to LLC, as we discussed in the previous classes, like it's providing limited liability, and from there,
Yeah, it's protecting your personal assets from any harm that might come from any liability that might come from doing business.
Yes.
So here, Wakas, can you just focus a little bit on LLC, because we agreed as a class, the majority of us want to use LLC, right? So can you just let us know, what kind of documents do we need? What kind of how often do we have to file those two things?
Yes. So for LLCs, basically, these are the two documents. Basically, 1065 is the one document. If you are forming, so basically yearly basis. This is a yearly basis basically, and the timeline for this is basically before, and it can be depending on the structure of an LLC. Basically, what kind of a structure you are following. Generally, the timeline is if you're going for a 1065, and it's April basically, mid of April, 1 month earlier than normal tax basically. And if you're going for the Schedule C, basically you are keeping your business and the personals together, then you have to go for your April timeline, which is mid of April, 16, 17 April. So that's again for the LLC.
So remember, we said spend 5 to 10 minutes a day, every day, just getting your receipts and everything organized, get your transactions organized, and then once a year, you have to go a little more in depth with one of these forms. That's it. That's simple.
How much time it take to fill that form? If you have everything ready already in Waves app.
It can take 1 hour, 2 hours at the end
That's
of
it.
year. Yeah.
So imagine if you are giving
10 to 15 minutes per day organizing your transaction, and once in a year you're spending 2 hours and you are tax compliance. So easy. Business is not difficult. That's we have to understand. Yes.
Question. Is it kind of requirement to file tax return with a financial accountant, or we can do it by
No, the business
ourselves?
requirement basically is generally considered, if you are financially educated and you're filing the right way, then definitely go ahead and file yourself. But if you don't feel like you are not, you need help basically, and you are missing something, so definitely you need to file right basically. If you don't know anything, you are just trial and error kind of a thing, don't do that. That's a recommendation. Yes, so you're gonna miss a lot, and yeah, that's not recommended. Yeah, but
Yeah, I have a question. Is there any liability in sole proprietor?
sole proprietor, yeah, coming there, yeah. So
He's asking liability for
Yes,
sole
full
proprietor.
liability, yes.
100%.
So yeah, so we have to go after LLC. Anywhere we are going, we have to have insurance and liabilities because at that level. So yeah,
I think the question was, does a sole proprietor have liability
Yeah.
personally?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Okay. Yes, sole proprietor has 100% personal liability, so there's no separation between your business and personal assets.
yeah. So if somebody is having, somebody is suing your business, automatically you are getting sued because after his business, he's going to come to your personal assets. So it's better to go for LLC and that kind of stuff. So the next thing is basically S corp. Basically, we will not go in very much detail of them because these are kind of a bigger when we are going on another level. But just to give you an idea of Form 1120S is the one which we filed for the S corp. And again, S corp is basically when we are involved in shareholders kind of a stuff. And again, every shareholder is gonna get K1s and personal income. The owner of the S corp has to file Schedule E basically on his personal return basically. And with now the next one is C corp basically.
Yes, yes, Advance.
Okay, so S corp have more coverage than LLC.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's expensive than LLC, but
Yes.
it covers you for more damages like suing and stuff like.
No,
you were
insurance
saying.
is the different part. You can go for you can have still LLC basically and have like a 5 million insurance coverage. Insurance is totally different part.
No, I mean the other factors come in between S corporation and LLC.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
basically, what's the difference between S corp, C corp, and LLC? Is that the question?
yeah, because I always have S corporation.
Mm-hmm.
My accountant, they always open S corporation.
Mhm.
They always told me it's more coverage than LLC. LLC, understandable, it's limited liability company,
Yes.
but
So there is a rule of thumb basically. When you are having like less than a 50,000,
okay.
okay, so less than 20,000, you stay with sole proprietor. Okay.
Okay.
Your income is less than 20,000. Your
Sure.
company is generating less than 20,000. You stay with sole proprietor. Okay. Or LLC is also good basically depending on nature of the business. Okay. But after like 20,000, you go for the LLC. 22. It's 100,000. 22, 100,000. Okay. It's not a recommendation basically from the IRS. It's a general understanding
General
basically.
understanding,
Okay.
yes.
And from S corp, 100,000 to 200,000, it's an S corp, and I think your business falls in that category. So that's why it's like but for C corp, 500 to 1 million.
And
that kind of
you can change whenever it's required.
yes.
That's
So
possible.
depending on the nature of the business, it is. Yeah.
And also, after 4 years in business, when you're filing taxes, you're eligible for audit.
So you can get audit first year also. There's no like.
Mostly it goes 4 years.
Yeah, there's a.
Then you are on the thin ice.
Yes. So anytime
But go on.
you need to be prepared every time
Yeah.
for the audit. So when we come to the audit classes, so I'll explain you what kind of things you need to be prepared for the audit and what are the do's and don'ts basically. So
So
yeah.
one thing, we Muslim, mashallah, we are afraid of audit. Like when audit come, literally our legs start trembling and we are in bad shape and we feel that, oh, I'm gonna die. Guys, if you are honest, everything is written in the right way, don't worry about it. Just change your mindset. Simple. Whatever you are spending, very simple. Like the main challenge comes when there are gray areas. When you are playing here and there. Tax is always in your benefit if you know how to save your taxes. Always use it in a right way. Always grow in a right way. That's what need to be done. So that's it. Don't be afraid. We'll cover that topic inshallah. Inshallah, as we move forward, we'll talk a lot about that. But let them move forward because time is short. So you have time from 6:30 to 8:30. You have plenty of time. Go with them, sit with them, and they'll teach you. Otherwise, other people are saying, "This is when class will finish." Because tax is the most difficult class. This is boring class. I know that. So that's the reason I want they should be out. Okay, so guys, finish quickly. Okay, so yes.
Okay, you wanna go? Okay, so different types of taxes basically. So we have like common taxes. I just wanna go over there because you guys are mostly related to e-commerce. So basic sales tax. Sales tax is basically whenever you are providing services to customer or selling any product basically. So over there we have a sales tax. Sales tax can be on state level also. Basically we surprise like state level and even on city level also. In New York they have on the city level basically. So the more you wanna make it complicated, it can get more complicated. So, but for the Amazon business, yeah, it is Amazon is handling everything by themselves, and it's not gonna be problem for you guys. Okay, the next thing is basically payroll taxes. Payroll taxes there are two types of payroll taxes. When you guys are when somebody is an employer, he has to pay some taxes. An employee he has to pay some taxes. So for that, basically, there are two portions basically, and when we are hiring people, we are at certain point when we are earning some money and when we are putting them on our W2s. So we are we have to pay payroll taxes also. So we have to keep that in our mind.
So, well, guys, let's just make this real simple for everybody because we want to run through the tax and get to the other classes. 'Cause
Yeah.
apparently, we're not the most exciting people here today. I'll argue, but of this, what does a person starting a brand new e-commerce business need to worry about paying?
Sales tax.
The sales tax. And I think you just said
And those
Amazon.
platform will automatically collect
The
it.
platform
Yes.
automatically collects.
So
So,
it will collect and transmit that on your behalf. And yeah, if there is an audit, you can always refer to the reports.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay. So yeah. So basically, these are how different types of taxes they are applied basically. So we're gonna go in that detail basically as we discussed. Like they are passed through taxation basically. So everything is passed through on or on the employer basically and the owner of the company basically. So that first type of
So Prakash,
taxation.
one question is coming because I want to stick to our e-commerce business. That's more important because many people they are starting their new business and for that reason they want to know that. So as you mentioned earlier, example, somebody is making $1 million. Okay, on $1 million they have one tax they have to pay, that is a sales tax. Sales tax will be automatically from that 1 million. It will be automatically deducted and go back to whom? To IRS. That will be paid by that state or a county or wherever that has go. That will go. That is one thing. We already agreed on that. Now the second important thing is now the year completed, and now here are sitting millionaires. They everybody has $1 million in their pocket. Okay. Now what they have to do?
They have to file.
Tell us that.
Yes.
They want to listen that. That's the exciting point because when they have $1 million at the end of year, how they have to save if they are not planning that because year is ending and now they owe $400,000 tax.
Yes.
They feel bad. I put whole year effort and now I'm giving $400,000. Am I right or no? So you have to plan now.
Yes.
Now my one question: if they buy the assets under the company name, do those can be deducted in taxes?
Yes. Their depreciation according
So
to that.
example, let me give the example. You see, I have a big car. You can buy Escalade. Okay? On the company name. That will be a company expense. You can have a beautiful office. So now start spending money that are assets. Have a good mobile phone. Have a good laptop. Have good things, but you need in life under what name? Under company name because you are running the business. So that's what needed and will come on non-profit part. That's the next level. So the best thing is we'll teach you down the road, inshallah, that how you can use the right practices. Start make it a habit of his. I was reading one of my friend. He gave me advice. He said, if you want to be rich, change your habit of spending, not saving. Start spending. Enhance your spending limits. If you're spending right now $10, start spending $15. Because when you spend more, you'll make more money. But what we do, mashallah, put under the pillow. We save the money and then put on the pillow. I don't know how you sleep under the pillow. That's too much. So we have to change that attitude, okay? So that's important for taxes. And here why we are afraid of taxes, because we have a lot of money under the pillow. And that pillow basically that disturbs us. Okay, so we have to change that. Yes.
Okay, so again, like we were discussing what are the tax deduction. As Sheikh Saad was telling, like car expenses and all that kind of expense, we can have that. Some of the other expenses are basically when you're renting an office, basically you can have that also deducted, softwares, mileage of your car, and also the meals basically. So when you are going with the client, basically you can have like half till the last year you can like deduct the whole of that, but from the last year they reduce it to the half basically, and you can deduct half of that basically. So these kind of many more deductions you can do, and don't get scared of like opening income. That's the underlying thing basically. So these tax deductions we can use.
The deductions, I'll just say, I would recommend you go with professional like Waqas for that if you want to see how much you can deduct. But if you want to just baseline, just put in your taxes, and you don't want to deduct anything, then that's something you can easily do yourself. But like Sheikh Jamil was saying, this is a great area where you can learn how to spend in a smart way and save money by spending money. Save money by buying the cars, the food, the house that you want.
Now, one important thing is, for example, you purchase $150,000 car. Now, there is a depreciation model. What that means, if you drive that car 100,000, now already that car value came on what price?
Zero?
After 7 years, yeah.
After 70, like zero.
Yes, you can depreciate.
That you can depreciate that. And now, that is, give that car to your son. He's driving, mashallah, no a big car. Give that car to your brother and you can sell at $5, $10, $100. That is your choice. And IRS will not ask you why you did that. That is the reason when we talk about those people, they are living a best life, luxury life. They have best houses. Why they have $200 million house? Why they have that? Like Mark Zuckerberg, he got very less salary. Or Warren Buffett got very less salary. But when you see their life, they have 200 million just for their security budget. They have yachts, they have this, they have private jet. So start thinking big. If you will not start thinking big, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created these blessings for you. Don't be disappointed from those. Keep in mind, this is again, buy things for wajillah, for sake of Allah. Holy Prophet ﷺ used to have the best horse. The best horse. Have that. And what I want, inshallah, in next 6 months, when you guys are coming here, all the big cars are standing here. All the top of the edge cars are standing there. There's nothing bad in that. That is a mindset change. And then how you are paying? Either pay to Uncle Sam or have a good car. What will do?
Good car.
Good car. MashaAllah. Good job. Keep it up. You are learning now. Moving is right.
Just to give you an example, basically, Amazon basically, so they have like tax deductions and all that kind of stuff. They don't have to pay taxes for next 40 years. They have planned it so well. Even they keep buying new warehouses and all that kind of stuff. So they don't have to pay taxes for next 40 years. So imagine like we are paying whatever 40%, and but still like you cannot beat tax planning. These topics will all come in tax planning. Just to guys give you a heads up like why we do tax deductions and all that. And these are the tax deductions. Immediately you guys can have some of them basically. Okay, common tax problem basically. So when we are late filing basically, so everybody knows the tax filing dates, right? 15th of April, mid of April. Okay, so we have to file before that, or it's not like we can just put any date which are now I want to file our taxes basically. So if there are when you're not filing every day, they start charging you penalties, and with the penalties they have interest on those. If you're not filing, not only penalties, but whatever you're not owed the money, so you have to go for the interest.
Nobody in here is going to worry about that, right? Because Waqas is personally going to find you Tax season is his busy season. He's gonna find you and he's gonna make sure you have your taxes filed.
So I think myself when Makas is basically it's a textile. I said no, I don't want to see this guy. This is basically like literally last week. You see that I was sitting here with Makas. That was he was taking my class. That chief, this is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, so keep in mind we have guys again do his chat. That is for love, and that is a relationship. That's a compliance. So we want that everybody among us should be more compliant, more fearless, more like focus on success, inshallah. That is the most important thing.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Basically, like that's the underlying thing. Because I want to remove any fear from regarding, because when you do right way, then you won't have any fear and you can go and focus on your business basically when you have covered your every gray area basically. And the next thing, as Parker already discussed, like in the last week, like we need to have audit softwares, we need to have receipts, and always have like a separate business account. These are the things we have already discussed, but these are the things which are required basically for not having tax problems later on. And also like even like you are paying, you say that I don't have tax liability, but still you have to file zero taxes. That's a misconception basically. You still have to file taxes, a report that you just want to make sure that yeah, you are making sure that IRS is you are aware of like what you are calculating basically. Okay.
But if you are late, you can file
Yes,
for
we can start.
extension.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yes, yeah. So, when to hire an accountant basically? In the start, yes, these are some of the rules basically. But yeah, you can go anywhere basically. You can do it yourself, like when your business not complicated. But when you are going on, as I give you guys some numbers basically, when you are crossing 20,000 and 50,000, at that time you can start looking for the accountant. Go for the best account because it will save you more money basically. And always like stay compliant and stay focused on growth basically. And okay, so this is the basically the last thing basically. What is our journey basically? When we open an LLC or with the IRS basically, that's the first thing basically. Then we have to open company with state also, because we cannot leave our company just we open company with the IRS and we are done. Basically, we have to inform our state where we are doing business also. So Department of State basically specifically. So we inform our state that we are going to be doing business in this state and what type of business we are doing. The next thing is open an account, and the last thing is filing the taxes. That's all like how to stay compliant, and that's mostly for the business cycles. And yeah, that's all from my side. Yeah, this is my number. This is my address, and yeah, you guys can contact me anytime. And yeah.
Is it free service?
Yes,
Yes,
for
it's free.
till you guys are coming to Marifah, it's free.
Yes,
but after
it's-
that, it's not
It's,
free.
it's very important, very important. Keep in mind, don't if somebody is giving you professional advice, they are saving you money. So better you should. The main thing what we have as a believer, we should not take advantage of each other. So he'll help you out. He'll give you good advice. He's here from 6:30 to 8:30. That is the time. But with that, if you want to hire him, if you keep calling him, if you want to save your money, my suggestion is always pay. That's the best option. So that's there are professionals. I'm grateful. Thank you very much, Prakash. Thank you, Parker. Parker, check the message and run. Yes. Oh, you can't find your phone. Okay, my phone is also not there.
I think.
So that is so now I want to invite Imad and Yusuf sir. Mashallah. So they are here, and after that we have our one and only, that is one and only basically Zahid Saab, Zahid Bashir Saab. So he'll keep you bugging, inshallah. That's the most important thing, and he'll share some success stories from sister side, from brother side, who started their class and where they are right now in starting their business. And now there is no delay. My suggestion is start your business as early as possible. Use this time. The class is nothing if you are not converting that class into some real business. So start real business, start making things happen, and Yusuf sir, please, thank you very much. That is your start. What's your topic you guys do?
Assalamu alaikum. जवाब नहीं आया. Assalamu alaikum. Our three teachers convey their message and during that message we could not appreciate them. जदीद साइंस ने ये बात साबित की है, 3 डॉक्टर्स यहाँ पे गालबन बैठे हुए हैं कि क्लैप करने से आपको 3 बेनिफिट्स मिलते हैं. आपकी खून की गर्दिश बेहतर होती है, आपके दिमाग मुतहर्रिक हो जाता है और स्ट्रेस और जो मनफी असरात आपके जहन में आते हैं वो ख़त्म हो जाते हैं. कि अल्लाह पाक ने इन हाथों में ऐसी नर्व्स रखी हैं कि जब आप इन्हें आपस में रगड़ते हैं, क्लैप करते हैं, तो आप एक्टिव हो जाते हैं. तो क्लास शुरू करने से पहले मेरी गुजारिश है कि आप तमाम अहबाब आपका टीचर्स के लिए और स्पेशली शेख साहब के लिए भरपूर क्लैपिंग करें जिन्होंने ये इनिशिएटिव लिया. राजा साहब नहीं कर रहे, राजा साहब आगे कर रहे हैं. क्या कहें? बेसिकली आज हमारा जो टॉपिक है वो है आउटरीच एंड सोशल मीडिया मार्केटिंग. मैं जस्ट आउटरीच पे थोड़ी सी आपसे बात करूंगा. आउटरीच क्या है कि डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप बिल्डिंग, कि आप अपने कस्टमर के साथ डायरेक्ट अपना रिलेशन बनाएं. और याद रखिएगा, जैसे कि पहले भी हम आपसे गुजारिश कर चुके हैं कि लोग प्रोडक्ट नहीं खरीदते, लोग आप से मुतासिर होने के बाद आपकी प्रोडक्ट एतमाद की बुनियाद पे खरीदते हैं. जब एतमाद डेवलप हो जाता है तो फिर प्रोडक्ट बिकती है. तो सबसे पहले जैसे लास्ट लेसन में भी हमने आपको बताया था कि अपनी पर्सनैलिटी पे काम करें, अपनी एजुकेशन पे काम करें और अपने ब्रांड पे बेहतर अंदाज में काम करें. तो लोग इश्तिहार नहीं, इंसान पर एतमाद करते हैं. इसी तरह आउटरीच कैसे बनता है? आउटरीच आप अपने क्लाइंट से डायरेक्ट रब्ता करते हैं, उसके साथ उसकी बुनियाद पर आपका ट्रस्ट डेवलप होता है और फिर वो आपके साथ एंगेज हो जाता है. जब वो एंगेज होता है तो वो फिर आपसे गुफ्तगू करता है. गुफ्तगू करने के बाद आपसे